What's up, you guys? Let's get right into this video. Pardon my voice, I'm still sick, trying to get over this cold I have, but I want to bring y'all this video because I feel like it could be really helpful for a lot of people out there, because no matter what you do, if you order a wig, there's a possibility that your wig is going to come to you looking like this. The hairline is supposed to be pre-plucked, but really it's just, it ain't. You see that big thick line of demarcation, and sis, ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna show y'all exactly how to minimize that thick ass line right there and fleek out the baby hairs, make it look good so that you can actually wear your wig. I will leave all of the details on this wig, where it's from, the inches, all of that will be listed in the description box, you guys, so check it out, please. Now, this wig is 180% density, so it's very full. Keep in mind, when you do purchase wigs at a higher density, you should expect the hairline to be fairly thicker because it is a thicker wig. So keep that in mind. What I like to do is wet the hair down really good, not drenching wet, but just wet that hairline so that we can work with it. And then I part away that hair that's pre-plucked in the front. And then once I do that, you guys, you're going to go in with a fine-tune comb or a pick or whatever you have, something that's going to section off a small portion of that hair. So right where that line of demarcation starts, we're going to take a slither, a small slice of hair, and I'm going to start plucking that. This step is very crucial because it's going to help minimize that thickness and that deep, thick line of demarcation we don't want on our wigs. I do recommend getting a nice pair of tweezers. The tweezers that I am using is from Tweezerman. These tweezers was like $20, but I've had them for over a year now, and they have a lifetime warranty, so they work for me. But basically, you guys can see, just go in and pluck and pluck and pluck and pluck. You want to get that thick line out of there. Just keep plucking, just keep plucking. This took me a really long time. Normally I can pluck a frontal or a hairline in like 20 minutes, maybe 30. But this literally took me almost an hour to pluck. So invest in some good shears. I'm tripping. Invest in some good tweezers and pluck and pluck. And you will see a difference, you guys. And I angle mine. I like the angle tweezers so that I'm pulling the hair away and not really digging into the lace. Because when you dig into the lace, you can create holes. So keep plucking the hairline until you are completely satisfied. Another tip is to pluck behind the hairline. So that was the reason why we section the hair away, so you can see once the hair is brushed back, you can still see some spots. So go in and just correct those spots to your liking. I suggest that you don't pluck straight on the hairline because that could create holes. So just take your time with that. Another thing that I like to teach in my videos is to break the hairline. No matter what it is, no matter what frontal, no matter what wig, I always break that hairline by taking off that very first line of hair and plucking it completely off. Why? Because it decreases that line. You don't want it to look like a fake hairline. So I always do this, and on my videos I always just pluck that first line of hair away. Don't forget to bleach your knots. I did not bleach my knots first because I really just got the wig and start plucking. But I do suggest that you bleach your knots so that it helps loosen the knots a little bit. And you can see a whole lot better when it comes to plucking. So if you have a really thick hairline, I definitely suggest bleaching the knots so that you can see and you can really work with the wig. So now, you guys, the wig is looking not too bad. I'm still gonna go in with my tweezers after bleaching the knots because I can still see some really dense spots. Like right there's a really dense spot. So I'm just going in and plucking, and you just pluck to your desired look. You don't have to really take the whole hairline off, you guys. Just pluck enough to where it is a seamless transition. You don't want to see any lines. And once you do that, then you can go in with your baby hairs, y'all. If you have not seen my previous video of the lace frontal installation, I was telling you guys how I don't know how to do baby hairs. This is just me practicing doing some baby hairs, because believe it or not, you guys, baby hairs are not an easy task. They're actually pretty difficult. So I figured I'll just go ahead and give it a try. Why not? I did all this damn plucking. I might as well try some baby hairs, right? So I sectioned off a little bit of hair, and I'm cutting about a 1/2 inch short so that the hairs will really go into, the baby hairs need to go into the hairline and not be too long. So 1 inch to a 1/2 inch is really good. Molding down your baby hairs with mousse is definitely key, because it's going to help mold them down. They're going to kind of stay in place for a while without being hard. You can brush them and move them, and they will look like natural hairs. They won't look like they're plastered and stuck to your head. So if that's the look you want, and nothing wrong with that. If people, it's just to each their own, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm really practicing right now, you guys. I'm just taking some mousse. I'll link it below for you guys. It's the Bronner Brother mousse. Like, I love this mousse. You really need to use an alcohol-free mousse, you guys. That's very key. That's going to help the baby hairs stay in your lace, not lift, if you're doing this on your head. But taking a small tooth comb or like an edge brush or something and just molding back the baby hairs. I'm trying to figure out in which direction I want to take it, but this is just me practicing. Do your baby hairs however you shall please, and I'm pretty sure they turned out great. Once you finish your baby hairs, go ahead and tie yours down. I'm using the Classic Crown Edge Wrap A. They are available on my site, which will be launching very soon, so be sure to check that out at classiccrowns.com. I like to tie these down because it just helps them set. You need them to set and dry, so tie them down, and I'm going to do a little bit of styling. Just throw some curls in there using some of my Marc Anthony frizz spray, which is really good. And look how gorgeous those curls are, you guys. Just using my Numi curling wand, and I decided to do a little styling, a half up, half down. And I know I preached this in my video, don't cut the lace on the mannequin head, but because this is a style where the baby hairs are very prominent, like you can really see them, go ahead and cut the lace on the mannequin if you're doing this on yourself. And the reason why I say this, because I can't see, and if I go ahead and put this on my head and start cutting, I probably will cut away the baby hairs and not the lace. So because the hairs are kind of covering everything, I can't really see, so it's always good to just go ahead and cut it on the mannequin head. And I know this only applies to this type of styling, you guys, okay? I'm basically pulling up the baby hairs and cutting away the lace. Now, I'm not gluing this down. I'm just using some Got To Be. Y'all can see my son. Y'all see how big he is. He just had his 5th birthday, you guys. 5th! I don't have no more babies. Literally, I'm going crazy. Once you apply your gel and, you know, install it how you want it to be installed, tie it down, and boom, baby, you are complete. You are done. I did not use any. Did I use some makeup? I did use a little bit of makeup in the inside of the wig, but that's it. All hair details will be listed below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you guys like this video or found it beneficial, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Comment below and tell me what you guys think, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.